Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Stable Condition.
Welcome.
You all always sound like you're hungover.
Maybe I am. I'm just tired.
Yes, I'm fully aware. Trixie actually stayed the night to record today.
Yeah, Clayton kept me awake.
We kept each other awake. You participated.
Hey, Trixie, think of it this way. At least you got off easy. Him and Luck kept me awake.
Oh, that was funny.
And then said that they would come back, and I waited for them.
That was...
And I had a flight earlier on in the morning.
That was your mistake right there.
That was Babs Con.
Yeah, it was my mistake for actually trusting this lug nut over here.
Such hurtful vernacular.
I heard him holding back, too.
Yeah, a lug nut. A luck nut.
Oh, don't worry, I'm going to get him too.
You little dingle dial.
You ding-a-ling. Wow. Yeah, BabsCon was fun with that. If it makes you feel better, you know why we were gone, right?
Yeah, because you went to go see someone's set and then you never saw it.
No, we went to go see Alex S's set, but I was also telling Luck, no, never mind, that was the next day.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, we were going to go see Alex S's set. So...
And you never did.
Oh, we did. We went to go see him. We did really well. Bless you.
Okay.
So, anyways, today we are reviewing... We're keeping the Equestria Girls thing going. We are reviewing the Legends of Everfree, and then we're following with a Equestria Girls related topic. So, let's go ahead and dive right into Legends of Everfree, because we actually just watched it again before this as a little bit of a recap.
Yeah, we had to rewatch it.
Yeah, because Clayton didn't remember a damn thing about it.
I will admit, it had been a while since I last saw it. There was a lot of stuff in it that I did forget. I just never got around to watching it again. Not that it was bad or whatnot. I actually really enjoy it. But I just...
It's up there with friendship games for me.
So somewhere in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I put it as like... I think I mentioned this on one of our past episodes. For me, the rankings go Rainbow Rocks, Everfree, Friendship Games, the first one. Something like that.
Yeah.
That sounds about right, because this one is really good. I really do enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Except for Twilight making everything about her.
J-Thor was screaming that constantly, like, it's not all about you!
Well,
But J-Thor, you gotta remember, there's midnight in her.
Just because her pony version literally showed up in every episode of season 1 does not mean everything's about her.
That's a trivia question, actually.
Isn't she the main character?
Not anymore.
She's one of them.
No.
That's why I love season 2. They stopped that little trope
At Sisterhood Social.
at shoehorning her into every single episode.
Did it really bug you back then?
Yeah.
Really?
So there are some episodes clearly she had no place in.
But she's the main character, so they gotta put it in.
She
Exactly!
was the main character.
No,
The main character now, then.
we have several.
Everyone. And didn't you see episode 100?
God, I can't wait till we get to that on here.
I can wait.
Well, you're gonna have to. We got a ways to go.
That was a birthday episode for you.
Yeah, I never got those donuts.
And you never will.
Can't believe you. I
Aww.
trusted you to bring donuts that day.
He
Uh-huh.
at least brought you donuts later.
Hey, Celestia and Luna trusted the kids to find the flags in friendship games, but they didn't get their flags.
And Cadence trusted them as well.
That's true. So you know what? You'll get your donuts when they find the flags.
Well, joke's on you because I did find them in my fan fiction, so... Hey,
Oh, well then in my fan fiction I did give you the donuts, so...
Well, this is real life.
And your fan fiction?
As far as my millions of readers are, yes.
Your million... I just hit my 197 trillionth subscriber.
You ain't no PewDiePie.
Ha! I'm not gonna map that. That's a lot of people. That's like several Earths. Man, that's more than several Earths. Anyway, so back to Everfree. I really do like this one. It was really fun. Has anyone actually been to a summer camp?
I did a long time ago.
Let me think. Trixie, do you remember, I don't know if you went to this or not, do you remember back in 5th grade, Camp Klassen?
Never got to go to that.
But you remember it?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you remember something you weren't at?
Because others
They
had
made a
mentioned
big deal about it. It's like, let's go to Camp Class, and it's only $500 or some bullshit like that.
What?
I don't remember it costing that much.
Yeah, I didn't want to go there.
God, what a waste of $500.
Yeah, so I didn't go there, and like the week I was at school while everyone was at camp class, and we just like watched Bill Nye and just had fun.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
that
so
time
I
was
think I had
well
more fun
worth
than-
spent.
See, I did go to Camp Klassen.
See, whenever we went to a camp, it was Sky Ranch, I think it was. We only went for a few days. We didn't do a week.
Yeah, it was like a week.
No, we got a week off if you went to camp.
Well, like a 5-day kind of thing.
Yeah, you go on. The bus leaves on Sunday. You come back on the following Saturday. And again, I had a blast with Camp Klassen. It was wonderful. This was my first time being in Oklahoma too.
You poor soul.
Hey, in this instance, Camp Klassen gets a bye. It absolutely gets a bye. Camp Klassen was
That's
really
like
fun.
0.0001% of Oklahoma, so
Still gets a bye.
they haven't made it to the single digits.
God damn.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Oklahoma listeners, but your state sucks.
Jeez, aren't you not holding punches?
Trixie drove through there and almost went on an empty tank of gas so you guys wouldn't have to stop.
Yes, I was there.
I know. They don't know that.
I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt the first time I went through it, though.
This is about Legends of Everfree, not shitting on Oklahoma, though.
Are you sure? Can we change it?
Is it too late?
Let's save it for Inframedes.
Man, damn Okies.
Okies.
Oklahoma's very hit and miss, but I did enjoy Camp Klassen.
There is a whole lot of nothing over there.
I love how it just irks you. It's so funny. I greatly prefer Texas. There's no denying that. But
Well, Texas is best state.
I do love me some Texas. So, with
Hold on. Do you hear that? It's the sound of all the other states listening to us, all of our other listeners. They're just so pissed off right now.
hey,
Pissed off that they can't live in Texas.
hey, I'm covering myself by just saying it's my favorite state. I didn't say it's the best state. I said it's my favorite state.
But you just did.
No, well,
Just said is best state.
we are the only state that's allowed to fly our flag as high as the United States flag, which is pretty cool.
No, that everything's cheaper here.
Well, that's why so many people move. That's why people... I told you about that when we went to BabsCon, right?
That's
I
why
was
many
telling
people are
people
moving
that
from
for
California
years.
to
No, like
Texas.
the article I read when we were at Babs.
No, you never told me about an article.
It's an extreme... Okay, I know this is an extreme tangent from Everfree, but we'll get back on that in just a second. No, when I was at Babs... When I was on my way to the hotel in the shuttle, I read an article that, if it's true, really, really disturbed me, about how in San Francisco, only 53% of doctors, let me emphasize that, doctors can afford a house.
Yeah.
That's saying
Lord.
53 of doctors. The thing you spend how many years at med school for?
something. And considering
At
how
least
much, of a salary you get for a doctor, and to say that only half of you can afford to live here is pretty...
See.
That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. Compared to
Yeah.
if you go to Frisco and see that area...
Well, so many people move to Texas because it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's just like, we're going off on another change, but the first time we went to BabsCon that year, it was a first for a lot of us to go to the West Coast.
Yep.
I hadn't been
Oh.
since 07.
Especially Trixie here. We were driving through, we saw the Full House and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's
Went
right.
through the neighborhood and all that fun stuff, but we were going up the hills, and Trixie looked over and was like, man, are those summer homes? It's like, no.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I was like, no, Trixie, those are homes that people have lived in for generations,
Oh,
and they pay more than you ever will have to for a home.
That's true.
it's true.
Yeah.
That's the sad reality of that.
So, anyways, we're finally coming back to
I'm
Everfree.
pretty sure Everfree was in Texas.
I bet money on
Which
that.
part? East part of Texas? Or
Probably where Clayton was deathly afraid of because he didn't get any cell phone reception.
That is Linden, Texas.
Yeah, it's probably in
No. No, because Twilight gets a text in Everfree, and that ain't happening in Linden. I'm sorry, Linden, but you put the fear of God in me. I would receive text messages 9.5 hours after they were sent. I got woken up by one at 3:30 in the morning, sent by my friend Ross, who texted me at 2 in the afternoon. He was like, yeah, this is late. This is very late.
Oh,
And you know what the text was?
how very ironic.
The text was, yo, Clayton, you up for hanging out?
Funny thing about that.
So I'm pretty sure Everfree was not in Linden, Texas. That's where Don Henley of the Eagles. Oh no, I don't know if it's Don Henley, but it's one of the members of the Eagles is from there. The band.
Ah.
Yeah. So I really do.
Are they actually Eagles?
No, they are not actually Eagles.
That's disappointing.
That's so
Fucking furries.
Everfree was really good. Okay, let's start with you. Okay, let's start with the Sunny Bunny over here.
Well,
Congrats,
clearly-
that's your new nickname.
Okay, clearly that wasn't enough. So no, but this one was really good. I mean, the beginning was really nice, and then I don't know about you, but it kind of. I was trying to keep up with everything in the middle act, and then finally got really, really good with the end.
Okay, well, why?
Just going back and forth.
Middle
and-
act was kind of cluttered, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah,
Think so?
just going with the back and forth of people going in the woods and out, and just
Getting the powers and whatnot.
See
and then
what
dealing
Like
with
suddenly
Gloriosa.
acquiring them out of nowhere.
what's funny was like I said earlier, this is the first time I've watched Everfree in a while.
Uh-huh.
Since it premiered, right?
No, because I actually didn't watch it as it premiered. I watched it later on. I watched it back in last October. Watched-
But wasn't this movie like some other part of the world got it on their Netflix first?
I think so.
That's because I remember seeing this.
Yeah, it's in the Portuguese.
I remember
Yeah.
seeing this on YouTube for the first time. I was just like, might as well. And then
I watched it
No,
late.
it's-
I know
it's
that.
South America. Brazil got it first.
Oh, they did.
that's right.
Yeah, that's why. It was
Yeah, because supposedly isn't EQG like very popular in South
the dolls
America?
are incredibly popular down there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why.
Funny, because you can still buy a Sega Mega System, or Master System, whatever it's called. I wasn't a Sega boy when I grew
Mega
up, but you
Drive.
can still get one brand new down there. They still manufacture them.
Very nice.
I had an Australian friend who brought his Mega Drive over and we played it.
That's awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
what I was saying was since it's been a while since I've seen Legends of Everfree prior to this, I actually forgot that Gloriosa was Gaia.
Really?
Wow.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
I actually forgot about that.
You thought they were
dude.
two separate people?
Yes, because from my memory, it was the little story that Timber told was real.
Say
That
Nope.
Tibor?
Timber.
Okay, we need
Yeah, I'm right here. So
Timber.
Tim Allen.
I guess we'll have to emphasize that for the rest of the episode. Sorry, Tibber. But yes, like I just because I thought it was gonna be one of those things where it's like, oh, that's just an old legend, but it isn't. So,
Well, technically it wasn't.
well, yeah, but I mean, it became Gloriosa, which I didn't remember that, and watching it this time, I was like, oh, that's actually pretty nice. I forgot about that.
Only thing I really forgot about this was most of the songs.
I do love the first one. Whenever they're in the bus on the way up there, I do like that one a lot.
I remember that one as We Will Stand Forever Free.
Our buddy's obsessed with it, but yeah, we were talking about that, how it was Kelly Metzger who sang
That I didn't
We Will
know.
Stand. Yeah, that's Spitfire.
Oh
If I
man,
remember correctly, that news was announced on Twitter
Really?
I think so.
from who was the guy who directed it again?
Uh,
Because I don't think she actually got a credit.
No, it was,
No, she
it was
didn't.
in the credits.
she did. I was.
Because someone asked, like, who
Yeah, who sings for
sang
Gloriosa?
that?
Was it Big Jim or?
No,
It
no.
was someone.
Ishi.
It's either
I think it
Ishi.
might have been Ishi.
It was.
It was either Ishi or Katrina.
Well, I know the sisters wrote this episode. Not this episode. They wrote this movie. Excuse me.
Ah, I see.
They did, because their name shows up constantly on the lyrics, which is it was backing up a little bit. Back in the days of Brony Fanfare, it was Natasha Levinger who shared with me that interesting little fact about the show that I did not know. Because when we were at Brony Fanfare, I ran into her in the halls and I just had a quick little chat with her. Natasha's really nice. I like her. But she shared with me a little interesting fact about the show that prior to this I had no idea. Was that Daniel Ingram does not write the lyrics for the show. The writers write the lyrics for the songs. And I did, and I was like, really? That's so interesting. Because I thought when it comes to the whole music department, that was all Daniel. You do.
Well,
Cause,
that wouldn't make any sense for him.
well, he does,
He has
Yeah, I
no
make the
control of the
music,
script,
right?
so...
Yeah.
just something I didn't think about. Although he does write lyrics sometimes, but most of the time,
He's just pretty much a music monkey.
yeah.
Music orangutan.
Man, I was keeping up with whenever they was like making the updates on Twitter about how the MLP movie score is coming along and whatnot. Damn, he did that quickly.
Yeah.
Like, that was really fast to do a professional score for a full-on movie that, like, in, 2 months or something like that? Damn, dude. He was flying.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, if I remember, music is one of the last things in an animated film like that.
Doesn't it depend on the film?
I think it depends on the film, but for, like, most animated productions, don't quote me on this. This is just mostly speculation on my part, but I'm pretty sure music comes towards the very end. They get voice acting, they get the lip flaps properly and all that. Like, whenever you do a movie like that, usually a voice actor will see the still images and all that.
Well, it's interesting.
And they'll do a recording of the voice actors or actresses and get the lip flaps that are usually, if you go to an animator's desk, you'll see a mirror there so they can do the lip flaps themselves.
Well, it's interesting because it's like that's something I've always been curious about as far, like background music, how for a lot of things like MLP included, how background music changes with what's going on in front of you. Like the music plays along with what's going on. So that brings up the question, because I genuinely don't know of what comes first. Does the music react to the animation, or does the animation react to the music?
I'm pretty sure music reacts to animation.
That's what I figured. But it's just one of those things.
Honestly, I'm one of those people that I get so engrossed in an episode, I don't hear the background music.
Same here. Mm-hmm.
So it's...
Well, honestly, it does its job then. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I do hear just because I enjoy it, but...
Like, you really notice background music when they make it too loud. And you see that in a lot of video games.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic Adventure.
Yeah. That's actually a very good example.
Of...
Where the background music is far too loud.
Oh, yeah.
And clearly, whoever mixed that sound needs to be shot.
I don't want to go to that extreme, but yeah.
No, it needs to be shot.
Yeah, it needs to be shot.
It was pretty bad.
This is why I'm not allowed to be a protagonist.
Oh, man, a minor inconvenience. Kill them.
I'm about to say, you go leaps and bounds with that every time without fail. You need to be way more forgiving.
Again, I can't be a protagonist. I shot my teacher protagonist school. Don't play villains around me, you'll get shot.
So...
Oh, I found this penny on the ground. You're stealing death. I'm sorry.
If it's just a penny.
Death. Gavel.
So, the geodes give them rather interesting powers in this.
Yeah, though I did find it interesting how they can use their powers without it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, it makes sense because they're siphoning off the excess energy from the geodes.
Okay, so hang on. Let's go down the list. Rainbow Dash is super speed. Applejack is super strength. Fluttershy is Eliza.
The Beastmaster.
Yes. Fluttershy.
Rarity has a very good ability of doing taxes.
Thank you, Cartoon Host Program. Rarity is basically Green Lantern.
She's the White Lantern.
No, Rarity
she's Green Lantern. White Lantern controls life.
Rarity has mirror force powers.
Yeah. Well, I think it's pretty cool because it also reflects it absolutely reflects, except for Applejack, reflects how they were as power ponies.
No?
No, you're right, because Pinkie Pie had super speed. No, fine. Rarity's does, because Radiance also did that. Yeah. Radiance was Green Lantern in that, and she was this. Yeah, no, Ori got completely jumbled up because Dash controls the weather in Power Ponies, and in this, she just has, super speed.
Yeah, though, did you notice that their powers actually fit them very well?
Oh, yeah.
Personality-wise?
Mm.
Yeah.
Explain...
I got an argument with someone about that.
Explain the Pinkie Pie one to me, where she can kind of fastball explosions.
It's just because she's so hyperactive.
Okay.
Because think about an explosion, it's molecules vibrating.
Yeah.
I remember she could just explode herself and a poof of confetti just falls out of her some way.
And very random.
And like for Rainbow Dash, she's impulsive, so she's quick. Applejack, she likes to face the problem head on, super strength. Rarity cares for her friends and wants to protect them, occasionally. So, and Fluttershy, she's quiet, so she would speak to animals. Makes sense. Twilight,
Telekinesis.
we're going on to Sunny Bunny. She cares for others so that she can read their memories.
So
I think it's just more of like what they do through their pony selves. I mean, because
in a sense, yeah, it's interesting how when you're going off of that logic, the geodes for Legends of Everfree is more accurate to their pony selves as opposed to, well, actually not entirely, because you could also say that for power ponies, because Rainbow Dash is Zap, who controls the weather, and Rainbow Dash is a weather pony.
Which is hold on, real quick. That's a stupid superpower for a Pegasus pony when they can already manipulate the weather.
Yeah, it's like
It's just like saying,
power.
I'm slightly better at my job.
I think it's
and she needs a necklace to do it.
I think it's the significantly more extreme version, but whatever.
What, adding an extra lightning bolt?
Hey,
Lightning bolt.
hey,
Lightning bolt.
hey.
I guess because like now she doesn't need a cloud for that.
Let's say, yo, Tibor, it worked. It worked very well, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah, she just storms into the battlefield.
Ha!
I see
Storm!
what you did there.
Ha ha ha! The punster.
Sicken me.
And of course, Pinkie Pie being Philly second with stupid good speed, hyper, very energetic. That makes sense.
I was actually referencing a problem card. Never mind.
But yes, I know. I used to run, I used to run that problem, actually.
Play the game.
I don't.
Well, aren't you building a deck?
No, I just collect the shiny cards.
You were building a Fluttershy deck.
Keyword was.
Why'd you stop? I thought we were waiting for you to play again.
I lost most of those cards.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever, man.
That's what
I gave
happens
you
when
one
you
of
clean your
them for your
room.
birthday.
Huh?
I gave you one of them for your birthday.
Yeah, that was one of the first ones I lost. You're welcome,
What
Tibbs.
about the Ultra Rares you got recently?
Oh, those are safe. Those are shiny and pretty.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Plus, I got a Glimmy Glam, so Glimmy Glam has to stay safe.
It
First,
was-
I can burn in a fire.
You got the Starlight Troublemaker?
No, she got the redeemed one from Bucky.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that one. That one was
Damn.
818.
That's a really good one.
Yes, it is.
All right, so,
But also Brad in this.
Brad.
Oh, Brad.
Poor, just forget about the horse Brad.
By the way, don't ever watch this movie with us.
Correction. Correction. Don't ever watch this movie with J Thor.
He made more jokes than me!
Who are you pointing at?
Not J
That
Thor.
one.
Trixie, the majority of the jokes you were making were anytime somebody said ever, you just chime in, free.
Free.
That was your
The
shtick.
best weekend ever. Free.
He also broke you the most times with all those sexual innuendo, so I don't want to hear that.
It's true.
Okay, fine, but there was, my heart does go out to Brad for that, and Sunset gives him the tough love that he honestly needed.
Yeah, it's so tough he didn't show up afterwards.
I didn't even think about that. That's actually a good point.
It's alright, Brad.
probably
You'll
killed
never meet your
himself.
waifu again.
So let's see. How do you guys feel about Gaia Everfree as a villain?
She has the
So
best
better
song.
than that Juniper montage chick.
Let's not. We've been over this. It's not hard to do.
Yeah, but still.
You can literally sneeze and you're a better villain than her.
Well, not if your sneeze suddenly makes you slightly taller.
Slightly.
Excuse me? Did you just say slightly?
Yeah, I did. But I liked her. I would have liked to have seen the spiritual version that they showed in the flashback, but whatever.
I do like how her main.
I mean, everyone's got to get a magical transformation now.
I do like how.
Still waiting for Brad.
No, Brad's just Brad. I do like how her motivation is to just continue to save the camp. It's kind of like the whole being a bad guy for good reasons sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I like how it gave that feel, because she truly believes she's doing the right thing, even if it's a big song that sounds quite evil.
So I won't lie, every time she talked about Filthy Rich, I was just thinking, Savages, savages.
Barely even humans, we must sound the drums of war!
And we got a copyright strike.
Oh man.
Aw,
We
worth
did-
it.
We did harmonize for a little bit though, so
Yeah,
that was
we did.
nice. Yeah, that's the funny thing about, because we've been over this, is like in the show, the pony version of Filthy Rich is like a super nice, actually approachable dude.
I was thinking about that, and clearly this version has not gone through that same process.
Uh-huh.
Because, like, in the pony world, he knows Granny Smith is on very good terms with her, and I think learned some humility and all that from her. And then, in the human world, she's just a friggin'...
He's an asshole!
No, she's just a friggin' cook for the school.
Oh, I was talking about Filthy Rich. No,
Well, I was talking about the differences. Like, he probably never got that. Just like, I have a feeling that the human version of, what's her name again? Diamond Tiara. That one. Cue card. Like, I think she's still a huge bitch towards the CMC.
well, see, I like how that's something that when it comes to the pony world versus Equestria, I mean, you know, Camelot and the humans and the ponies, blah, blah.
Like, not everything that happens in the pony
It doesn't line up.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I like that though. I actually really like that. I think that's pretty cool how it does not have to follow that chronological, okay, well, this happened in the show, so we gotta have it happen here.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool. It expands the world more too. Both of them.
Yeah.
And that's actually a good
Well,
point.
that's also the thing. A lot of the stuff in the pony world couldn't happen in the human world.
Yeah, because Filthy Rich is genuinely nice.
Yeah.
He's a nice, approachable dude. And this is
Except
like,
for when he's around a bunch of rich ponies, then he's kind of a jackass.
did he do anything? I don't recall.
Oh, because remember whenever Diamond Tiara is singing that song,
Yeah.
and she's running through and it shows her parents, and they both have that snooty look on their face
Mm.
right before Spoiled Rich turns her
No,
head and
yeah.
does the transition.
Yeah.
He had that look of, he knows he's rich, and that he could probably buy every single person.
I could buy and sell you, old man.
Fair enough. Still one of my favorite Gravity Falls moments.
It was a great Gideon moment.
Yes, it was. But, yeah, like, just like with Human Twilight, she didn't gain friends until way after Pony Twilight did.
Yeah.
Like, at least several years afterwards, if we're judging off of how long it takes for the fucking portal to open and all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. But again, I think we made a good point with that. Is just I like how it expands both worlds, especially since it's such a parallel of like in Ponies, Granny Smith owns Sweet Apple Acres, which is a major player in Ponyville's economy, where in Camelot High she's just a cook.
Yeah.
I like that.
Alright, one thing I really want to mention, because I haven't seen anyone else mention this during the song We Will Stand Forever Free. But I don't know if you guys noticed this, because I told you whenever I saw this last year was when it premiered, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Because I saw it and I noticed one particular thing about that. You can see Gloria kind of going insane from the power whenever she holds her head like this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
For the audience, I'm putting my hands to my head. Whenever she's singing and all that. And you can see the power is getting to her. Then whenever Timber, yes, I said Timber, not Tibor, because I had to say it for myself. Whenever he's chopping at the vines and then she grabs the axe, you can see in his eyes that he's genuinely worried about what's happening to his sister. And if you were to play that scene muted, you would be able to get all the information you need just from seeing how his eyes are moving.
Yeah.
Good point. I didn't think about that, but I like that.
That was the first thing I noticed about that. And what really struck me is that they put in that emotion. And you could tell, like, she's so concerned about saving that camp that's been her family for generations. She's willing to give up everything for it.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. And to the point where she's even willing to give up her own brother.
Yeah.
And you can, especially whenever Sunset's saying, like, look, that's not your sister anymore. And when you look back at, like, if if the audience wants to, go back and watch that scene. Like, look up on YouTube, We Will Stand for Everfree, and just watch how her body motion is and all of that. Especially when she grabs her head like that, you can tell there's something going on in there other than just singing a song.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a good point. And also, whenever they had, when she was as Gaia Everfree, something that I really liked was, something I thought was pretty cool was, you know how Gloriosa's character always kind of had that little catchphrase of, I got this.
Yeah.
I like to call back with that in an extremely serious setting like this.
You could tell her voice actress was having fun with that.
Yes, she was, and that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So absolutely hats off to that, especially whenever she made the transition into Gaia Everfree.
Yeah.
No, she was having fun with it, but it also still came across as, like, very serious. Because when we say you're having fun with the role, that doesn't mean you're always, like, super or silly with it.
You're having fun in the moment.
Oh, yeah. And at least to me, we talked about this earlier, but, well, in previous episodes, but you get that by, like, the shitload when it comes to Kelly Sheridan.
Oh, yeah. Total,
Especially, okay, there obviously that's a silly moment. But you get it, too, when Starlight's being serious.
Yeah?
But no, nothing's ever gonna beat. Totally!
Yeah.
So great.
And also, we have to talk about basically the flags of this movie.
Go ahead.
AJ's disappearing hat.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So there is a scene when it was towards like the middle point of the movie when they're discovering that they have their powers and whatnot. You're right, Jthor, because there's a scene where where Applejack is wearing her hat in the cabin, and then
No, she initially doesn't have her hat because she lost it when she fell into the lake.
Yes.
And then it cuts to whenever they scream because Gloriosa's coming through. And you see the hat on top of the stack of towels.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, AJ, here's some towels and your hat. And all of a sudden the hat's gone.
I know, yeah, it kept cutting.
The hat was off, and then we see it on her again.
Yeah.
And then off of her again, to which Gloriosa answered the hat. It's like, what?
Did you also, I remember the lip syncing error that I pointed out?
Yeah,
Yes.
where Sunset actually said we have to kill the president.
They had to cut that out, though.
Yeah.
That's why they had to add the extra lip flaps.
What is she actually saying? Like, shoot.
Yeah, it's not, I guess, shoot, but then like 3 extra words.
Yeah, like she says, shoot. And then her lips are still moving with other things. It's like, wow, this got like really Japanese anime dub.
Yeah.
It's Godzilla!
Oh, it's got Jira.
Sure.
Jira.
What was something else with that? So yeah, just some interesting little, what the hell is that hiccups? Obviously it doesn't take away. If anything, it makes it even better.
Yeah?
Man, just some, like, because, you know, they've got their animation down to a science with this, but when that happens, it's like, hold on, what the hell?
And also, I have to say, Timber truly is the better version of Brad.
You think so?
Well, he was actually charming whenever he was talking to Twilight.
Yeah.
He knew what she liked. He actually knew what he was talking about, and he was confident. Brad's just like,
I don't know.
I played the banjo too.
No, Brad, no.
No. There was one part that he had a little bit of Brad in him, where they were at the pier.
Yeah.
And Twilight falls back. Twilight falls back, and Timber's like, "I know you don't have to fall for me."
Ha ha.
And I was like, "Oh man, you
Yeah,
were on a winning streak."
Yeah,
and
that
to go
doesn't
full Brad
take
on us.
away from what I just said.
I know.
I know that. But I'm saying is that he's not 100% perfect.
Every guy would take the opportunity to say that.
So, here's let me ask you this. Since we're talking about smooth talkers in this show, let's bring up...
Don't bring him up.
Yes, I'm going to bring him up, since it's...
Wait, who are you
We
bringing
talking
up?
about Quibble Pants?
We are not talking about Quibblepanth.
Who are you
Tell me,
bringing up? Like,
can you imagine Timber being the kind of guy who would use the line, "Hey girl, I found these flowers. I thought I'd show them how pretty you were."
No, I'm pretty sure that's Quibble Pants.
That is Featherbangs.
That's just a naughty name.
It's actually a hairstyle.
I'm sure it is, buddy.
It is.
You kids nowadays.
But yeah, I still can't get over that because I can truly see that line working on a girl as opposed to, wow, you don't have to literally fall for me.
Well, she's a dork and she did literally fall for him.
Speaking of which, how many times did that Doc get destroyed?
3 times.
3 times.
And why did they decide to make it into a number 1?
What?
We are number 1.
Oh.
No, like seriously, because the way the dock is, it has basically a horizontal line here.
Uh-huh.
It has a vertical line, and then another horizontal line out here. It looks like the number 1.
Oh, it's shaped like a 1 with like feet and.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't notice that.
That's why every time we're watching a show, it's like, we are number 1.
I was wondering why you were doing that. Yeah. Huh.
But I will say this, one thing I did not like about the movie, it's not the last song. It's Sunset's friggin' hairstyle during that song.
It's very all over the place.
Yeah, it's kind of... Oh, okay, now I see it.
Yeah, see? He
Let me
pulled
see.
it up right here.
Yeah. It looks like...
It really does! Oh my god. Hold on, I'm gonna timestamp that. Send that to me.
It
Send
does. It's like, huh. Well,
Hang
then.
on, I'm gonna timestamp that.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Guys, that was just fucking
Yeah, I'll
crazy.
I will admit that her main style and dance magic was better than this one.
It's hairstyle. They're not fucking ponies.
Oh,
Did you say Maine?
Yes, he did.
Tibor.
Don't
Sorry.
go Clayton on us.
Sorry.
Tibor.
I'm just gonna send you the link to the picture.
Sure.
But, yeah, other than that, I love their outfits. I thought the outfits, whenever they fully get the geodes, was kind of stupid for most
They
of
look
them.
like Power Rangers.
They're a little excessive, yeah. These, you mean?
Yeah, like,
Real quick. Let me get a good look
Yeah,
at
like
the...
those. They were a little excessive.
Well, you were like, as we were watching
I
it,
for AJ, it was quite like
well,
for hers
Like,
because
look
she has
how-
like
honestly, the only thing I really didn't like was Twilight's crystal wings.
are you coming on that? Like, those are not aerodynamic. Those are not
She
aerodynamic.
could cut a bitch's throat.
Oh yeah,
So-
on accident.
You can cut 10 pitchers' throats
Yeah.
at the same time. I guess so could Rarity and Flowshot, but Flowshot has like leaf ones.
No, they're more turquoise colored.
But but they're still.
They're so crystal-like, but because that's the thing with the specials. Whenever they pony up, they don't get those outfits.
No, it's always like
different.
It's that's something that Equestria Girls has been doing for a while. Is they always are gonna have different outfits of some sort. Which okay, fine, whatever.
It just felt like that one. Those were kind of shoehorned in.
Again, they looked like it was like they kind of look like rejected Power Rangers.
you gotta sell them toys, man.
Well, I know you do,
But I do like their outfits. But yeah, just Shimmy Sham's friggin' hairstyle when she's singing the song at the end. I was not a fan.
I think
At all.
it's speaking of Sunset. It's kind of funny how in the last movie we had a song called "Unleash the Magic." Now we have a song called "Embrace the Magic."
Make up your mind, people.
Isn't it kind of the same thing?
No.
You're unleashing it, but then you're also embracing it once you unleash
If you unleash it, you set it free. If you embrace it, you're hugging it. That means it's stuck with you.
Yeah, but whenever she unleashed the magic, it consumed.
Why'd you just do a Kamehameha pose?
Because she did that.
I like how this is actually sparking an argument
I will
amongst you
show
two.
you that she did that if you don't believe me.
That, or if you want to go with Power Rangers, she's doing the Morpher thing.
Speaking
Oh,
of
yeah.
which, there was one moment where you
clearly
clearly was you clearly lost it because there was one scene where Sunset was just sleeping and she kind
Oh,
of
it's because of what this asshole said.
well, I forgot what he sent me and I'm like, hey Trixie, isn't that the thing that you sent me? And
It's
he's like, what did you send me? And I had to look through my texts, and whenever she does like
Only
that
you.
karate pose, the next it's like that, and then the next shot is Carlos from Magic School Bus saying she knows waifu.
Ah, it's so
Clayton.
bad.
Oh.
Tibor, send that to Clayton too.
It's so bad.
It's so good.
That pun makes me feel bad. That's impressive.
Oh man, it's too good now.
Though, since we're going with Power Rangers kind of thing, it feels like Sunset's more the Zordon of the group.
I cannot contribute to this conversation.
Wow, you didn't grow up, kid.
I didn't watch Power Rangers.
Shame on you.
I barely remember Power Rangers, but
See?
I remember that show way too much. Though again, I'm a Super Sentai fan, so
It's like everyone's talking about like, oh yeah, new Voltron's great. It's just, I don't have a desire to watch it because I don't know anything about Power Rangers.
what?
What?
Did you just listen to what you just said?
I don't know it. I thought Voltron was from Power Rangers.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
I didn't know.
Oh.
What is it?
I thought I heard.
Voltron is an
I thought you were
original
making
Japanese.
a joke.
I thought he just didn't realize what he said.
Yeah,
What did I say?
Voltron's an original anime that was adapted for America and became so popular, most people associate with an American cartoon. This came out over a decade before Power Rangers came out in the West.
they are not related in any shape or form.
Okay, didn't they have a giant robot though named that though?
No.
Yeah,
The Megazords have never had a name.
All right.
They're just literally called the Megazord. Like,
Well, again, that shows-
so called ones like the Tiger Zord and the Dragon Zord, but that's more of a title with Zord.
Oh man.
Well, again,
I
that
thought you were making that like
no,
that
I was being serious.
like when you made that joke about the Cylons.
Well, that's definitely a joke. I was definitely joking. No,
I thought you were doing that again.
No, that's
Wow.
definitely a joke. This one, I was being serious because I didn't know. That should see
Well,
that
now
just.
you don't have an excuse not to watch Voltron.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean that's the thing is like it just shows how limited my knowledge of Power Rangers is. That the only thing I do from Power Rangers was like, why does everything blow up at the end?
Michael Bay.
Yeah, no, no. Because you slap that on, and I'm not gonna watch it ever.
You watch Michael Bay movies though,
Regrettably.
but explosions,
You haven't seen-
manliness.
You haven't seen The Island? That's a good one.
I don't really remember that one.
I don't
Was
know.
that one with the clones?
Yes.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Not that many explosions.
Pearl Harbor. Oh boy, that was a doozy.
But we'll save that for people wanting to watch Nostalgia Critics review.
Yeah,
That's-
just know I do not like Michael Bay at all.
It is called The Island. Okay, cool.
Anyways, back
it
to
was a good movie.
back to Everfree where there are less explosions.
I don't know. There's still some explosions. Pinkie Pie.
I said less.
But out of all of them, out of their powers, I think the two most destructive, in terms of pure destructiveness and psychological destructiveness, Pinkie Pie, because she can literally touch someone and make them explode.
And Sunset.
Yeah, because she can literally touch you, figure out what you're thinking, and she could ruin you.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That's why you said
just
she makes a
imagine-
great attorney.
Just imagine
Huh?
she had that whenever she was a bitch.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, then game over.
Then she'd be a great villain. Oh, she could have been.
She would have had that crown
Yeah?
easily.
How would that go down?
She literally go up to
Literally-
Celestia, and you might pause it real quick, and just go up to Celestia and be like, so, you remember when you did this? How about I let the whole school and all the faculty know about this?
Remember whenever you locked Luna in the broom closet for 1,000 years? Yeah, I remember that.
What?
She'd be dead.
Yeah. But
You see,
Yeah,
you get the parallel.
she would be able to destroy anyone's lives with that.
Yeah.
If she would have used that against the main six, they really never would have become friends again, probably.
So I'm trying to think of like if she were to touch someone and see into their head, like which person, doesn't matter real or fake, would mess her up mentally the most.
I was about to say she'd. Oh God!
Exactly.
That depends. Is Sunset evil or good when she does it?
Good.
Oh,
Mountain Guard.
who? Who'd you say?
Mountain Guard.
Oh God! Oh God!
Dahlia.
Oh Jesus!
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be pretty scarring.
Matt's still alive. Dahlia is not.
Sorry, guys, we went to Phoenix Wright territory.
Yeah.
I think you messed him up with that one.
Oh God! Yeah, that would suck.
Because she was a little messed up from Pinkie Pie's mind.
Yeah.
That was fun. You know what that reminded me of? That Gravity Falls episode
Which one?
where I think it was like episode 4 where they go into the convenience store and Mabel. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Where Mabel has.
Onward, Hiroshima!
What was the vision that she has?
It's the puppy, if I remember correctly.
With like spinning, I just remember
that's
spinning.
Heyoshima, the dolphin.
And she was screaming like,
Onward, Heyoshima!
I was like, the future is now! Or
Yeah,
some-
she had those dipsticks that were
Yeah.
outlawed. That episode still had the one thing that was never talked about on Gravity Falls again. Remember Dipper opens up the ice cooler
Yeah.
and he sees that brain and eyes? And
Oh,
those teeth?
yeah.
It's never explained again. Ever.
Hang on. I'm pausing the episode. So she's
Future
is in the past.
Onward, Sayoshima.
So, back to Everfree. I think I've said that several times now. Let's see. What else do you guys
Too
want?
bad, spoil a rich man to a spa.
Filthy rich. Oh, that was actually a really, really good thing that I noticed. I really like. That kind of had a legitimate moment of Gloriosa getting triggered by that.
Oh, I thought you were going to be like, man, thank God they didn't show spoiled rich, because I don't think we can handle that nose again.
Well, that's true, but no, what I was talking about was how whenever Sunset's looking at her memories and everything,
Yeah.
he's going to knock the camp down and turn it into a resort spa, and then Rarity goes and mentions, I'd rather, I don't want to give up my time at the spa. That really set her off.
Yeah.
Spa.
Thus, she even does the eye twitch.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, that's actually a really nice, subtle attention to detail. I like that.
I also really liked her design.
Gaia?
Yeah.
Gaia, yeah.
Yeah. It's very, well, Gaia-y.
I'm just talking about the hair.
Oh.
Her hair was amazing.
I
I like two-tone hair. Shut up.
It was very reflective of the first time we saw the Timberwolves in the show.
Yeah.
Very woody, thorny, stuff like that. But yeah, I really like Gaia. Great song.
I still wish we would have got more of the spirit, though.
The original one that
Yeah.
Timber made up.
Oh, yeah.
Because, the fact they talked about she had stone jagged teeth and all that, I would love to see more of that.
Yeah. Actually, that was a good way to... That's good imagery, yeah.
Yeah, he's good at telling a story.
It's... Yeah, we'll let you keep the camp for now, but I'll be back! So it's like, okay, then you're just delaying the inevitable.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He had to think of that story on the fly, so.
that's not bad for a story that you're making up as you go.
Was it confirmed he was making that up?
Yeah, I remember because when Sunset was like going through
Gloriosa.
Gloria's mind, and like it was replaying what she had seen. She was like, I just wish she hadn't told that story.
Mm.
That could mean that story was passed down to them throughout their generations.
That is true.
It's not implied though.
Well, the fact she said that and didn't say, tell them why'd you tell them a made up story? Because then
I see what
it
he's
doesn't
saying.
make any sense for those geodes to be there and contain her magic.
He's basically...
But then why would he make up that story if recently she got those geodes? And that gets like for the first time that she's actually using these powers.
Well, then why would he come with the name Everfree?
Because camp's called Everfree.
I'm just standing over here like, wow, you guys are still going at
Because
it.
I think that was meant to be, when she said that story, she didn't imply that it was made up. So thus, her saying that story is like, why would you tell them that?
I know
You're not
he's...
supposed to talk about that.
So is Guy Everfree real?
I don't know.
Probably, because that is implied that she is a spirit from the My Little Pony world that came into the human world.
Well, not to mention the very last scene in Everfree whenever the magic leaks out from the statue.
Yeah, because that could also explain why the Everfree Forest was the way it was.
Yeah.
Because she left their world.
Yeah, that seems to happen a lot. And I think even Rainbow Dash talks about this, like, so it's another thing that got booted from Equestria and is now here. It makes sense. I can't remember it exactly, but yeah. So how about that Kingdom Hearts scene?
Which one?
Whenever Twilight's having like what?
Nothing.
Text it.
It has nothing to do with ponies, but
Oh yeah. But it's like that whenever they're having. Well, we were
Send that to me, by the way.
we were teasing it earlier when we were watching it. And it's like Twilight's having like that inner monologue of, "You are
All
not
of
Midnight
that.
Sparkle. You are Twilight." And I'm like, "Kingdom Hearts is light."
Well, like,
What is?
I don't
Good.
know why, but that scene just really kind of irked me.
Really?
Just because, like, I understand Sunset being there. She's literally holding her arm. Sorry, Trix, I'm using it as a dummy. And so it makes sense that
Dummy.
she can be in there. But then the rest... but the
What?
rest of them are in there. And, I don't know, it's just too anime-esque for me.
Okay. I was just watching. I just
It's
kept
very
thinking.
reminiscent of Yu-Gi-Oh,
I just kept thinking Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts.
especially in season 3.
Go get him, Yug. Like
Pretty
that.
much. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
I don't know. I just kept thinking Kingdom Hearts, but I can see it.
Or like season 1 where they're blocking Pegasus' view.
Yep. There's that too.
Oh yeah!
The power-
Stay out of Yugi's
By the
mind.
power of friendship alone, they were able to stop the power
Our
of the
friendship,
Millennium
Mark.
Eye.
Friendship! I need you guys over here too.
We need to do
So we can draw a little smiley face with a permanent marker.
Now, guys, when we go to BronyCon, we need to do that so we don't get lost.
Have you seen my friends? They have a smiley face on their hands. That's how you know we're friends.
Just picture Trixie walking around with holding some grown-ups and like, I lost my friends.
I can imagine Trixie doing is going to every single person, grabbing their hand like, "You're not my friends."
No. Let me see your hand real quick. It doesn't line up.
Damn it!
You keep
I'm
going.
sorry, but I have to kill you.
Get out of my sight!
Shadow realm with you.
I just love the idea of like a grown-up carried. I lost my friends.
Jesus.
Of course, it has to be you.
Oh, man.
Come on, Trixie, do it for me real
Just
quick.
me?
Yeah, Trixie, for me. Do it for me. Give a quick wind up. I can't find my friends.
No, I don't want to.
Do it. Do it.
You gonna peer pressure me now?
Yes.
Do it. You gonna cry? You gonna cry?
Do it. Do it, little bitch.
Come on, bitch. Bitch, come on.
We're gonna have to name this episode Trixie. Come on. Do it, little bitch. Come on. Cry.
You're hurting my feelings.
Just do it. I lost my friends. Do it for the mic. Come on.
No.
Traitor, he needs more push.
Oh, you do, huh? Well, I can give you some pushing.
Wow, this is a terrible episode.
Haven't you listened to any of our other ones?
Back to Everfree.
Oh my god. This is our 15th episode. Just thought you guys would like to know that.
No.
Jesus.
But, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, it was really good. Rainbow Rocks is still my favorite, and I think it's going to be a long time, if ever, for Equestria Girls to beat that one. But this is a good second. I really do like this one.
I'd say the one that this does the best job at is the subtle attention to details.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's honestly a shame they didn't carry that over to the specials.
Wait, okay, well, there's a very nice little segue
But they haven't said what they feel.
when it does. Tibor. I said Tibor, not Timber.
Yeah, he's talking to me.
I am. Go on, not Timber.
Yeah. Well, what is his final thoughts on it?
Yeah, we're just wrapping it up.
Yeah, I would say that, points for subtlety, just pointing out some things, but, as far as the whole story goes, it was alright. I wouldn't go over the top to see it again, but maybe every once in a while.
Yeah, it's probably my second favorite of the 4.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think
What?
if Friendship Games have anything over Everfree. No, I think that would be
What?
second. I think this would definitely be second.
Is your list identical to mine where it's Rainbow Rocks, Everfree, Friendship Games, first one?
I think, yeah.
Yeah,
Copycat.
Same here.
No,
It's a card in Yu-Gi-Oh!
no good poopy face copycat.
Cat.
Copycat.
I like Mimicat better.
Okay. Is there a difference?
It's actually much better than Copycat.
What is it? No, not it. No. Yes. Okay, J Thor, Trixie, your thought.
I already gave my
I
thoughts.
just said already.
Okay.
You ended it with me.
Okay.
God.
All right, so
Worst
then...
person.
So, yes, J-Thor actually segues rather nicely into our topic of discussion. The specials in general. Like, it doesn't have to be just these three that we got with Mirror Magic, Movie Magic, and Dance Magic. Just any past and any future Equestria Girls specials. Like, how do you guys feel about these compared to Equestria Girls movies?
Oh, they're vastly inferior.
They weren't that special.
False advertising! Hasbro's going to pay for this!
They're just too short.
Think so?
Yeah. I'm not used to seeing the Equestria Girls in just 20-minute little intervals, I guess.
There's literally only one part in all three of those episodes that was any noteworthy, and that's where Sunset goes back to the pony world and meets Glimmy Glam.
And it was in Pony.
It was beautiful.
Get that stupid smirk off your face.
Although, I mean, I did enjoy the scenes where, Sunset and Starlight are just walking through the mall just talking.
Oh yeah, that was great. It showed how much...
the good dynamic between the two.
Not only that, just how much Starlight's grown.
Oh, yeah.
And also they had a very sad moment. At least Starlight did.
Hmm?
She dropped her ice cream.
Oh, see, my brain tried to block
The
that
thing
out.
is, she doesn't realize it yet.
She's going to get back to Equestria, it's going to hit her all at once, and she's just going to bawl on the spot. They're going to be like, Starlight, are you okay?
Though that...
Wasn't it 2 scoops?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
But that's the thing about that special was that they kind of hint that whenever we don't see Glimmy Glam, she could possibly be off in the human world.
I like that.
Wait. Oh, wait.
Well, now, I mean, they've got
But you
such...
can't really say that for Twilight because she's got to be a princess and shit for friendship.
Yeah, it's stressful.
Yeah, having to be in a crystal palace that was given to you.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the Golden Oak
I
Library...
make Spike do all the work.
Hey, let's be fair. The Golden Oak Library was given to her as well.
As a place to stay for a little while, and she was like, nah, I'm gonna
Now let's blow it up.
Because remember, it was a library.
Yeah.
Meaning it was public property. And then this purple bitch comes in and is like, you know what?
This is my house.
Yeah.
This is my house.
Literally, that's what they don't show you. There's probably a storyboard for it somewhere where Mary's like, hey, can we get you just a normal home? We've got one over there. We'll even let you stay rent-free. She's like, bitch, I own this house. Go talk Celestia. And then slam the door in her face. And that's why we didn't see Mary for a while. She had to get reconstructive surgery on her face.
I thought it was just going to be because she was too busy crying because she got told such a hard no over that.
No, because literally that door slammed in her face and just broke her muzzle. And she had to go to the hospital, get reconstructive surgery. Cost the taxpayers thousands of dollars.
Is this another one of those instances where he just keeps going and we see how long he goes until he finally runs out of gas?
And then she's having to go through physical
I didn't
therapy.
say keep going.
Well, you just did. And she's having to go through physical therapy and all that, and it's just a horrible struggle. And that's why we didn't see her for all that time.
If that's the case, she looks great now.
I know. She looked great before, too. She's one of Dallas's favorite characters.
Is she really?
Yeah.
He really likes Mayor. Very nice.
And that's how babies are made.
What?
You gotta know that it happens whenever you break a pony's muzzle. You know, basically their jaw. Some of the bone fragments fall out. They land on the ground.
And then if you water them and treat them with love, care, and sunlight,
But not past midnight. You can't do it past midnight.
So we've gone from like breaking your jaw to the gremlins.
Nope. What was it originally called though?
What?
Before a gremlin. They have a name. It's what Gizmo is.
Mogwai.
Mogwai.
I was close enough.
I know, but still.
Mogwai.
I'm proud of you. You got it.
Yep, a Mogwai.
It reminds me of that race that in a Power Rangers Turbo. What was that guy's name?
What?
In the movie Power Rangers Turbo.
You talking about those friggin' sea things that climb up the boats?
No, I'm talking about the.
Oh! Now I remember.
I don't know. I'm out of this one.
What the hell was his name?
Oh, give me a second. I'm sure I'll come up with it.
You guys have phones and a computer.
I'm looking at it right now.
So let's go back to the specials.
What specials? Talking about Power Rangers. Power Rangers podcast now. Power Rangers.
When you've got half of the cast who doesn't know a damn thing about Power Rangers.
I know a little bit about them.
Oh, looks like you all.
You're the one that thought that Voltron was a part of Power Rangers, bro.
I
You'll
did.
never be able to live that down.
We should tell.
Cam?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Okay.
am.
I'm gonna tell him that.
Son of a bitch, that was my idea.
Sure thing, keep
I
your
ain't delivering,
secrets.
So fuck you.
But yeah, the specials, they just honestly
They had
weren't that
moments.
Good. Larigo.
There it is. There we go.
I will give them that. Even Dance Magic, which was my least favorite, they have moments.
Oh, this music video for it was great. I freaking
song.
love that.
I liked a lot of stuff in Movie Magic. It was really well done. It's just as
Movie
a
Magic was probably my least favorite, except for whenever they put on the Power Ponies
That's the one that I
outfits.
remember.
But it makes no sense for them to be freaking called Power Ponies when they're humans.
yeah, I know.
Unless they're bitten by like radioactive horses and shit. I don't know. I don't write for that world.
Maybe Power Ponies, the comics exist in both dimensions.
Well, it honestly did because it was a comic book hero movie, but that's the thing. Why portray them as
Ponies.
human? Wait, no. Why'd I say that? Because originally Michael Bay was gonna have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as aliens instead of turtles.
I did not know that.
I
Thank you
remember
for
that.
sharing this with me.
But and not only that, the fact they had a reference to Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, one of my favorite movies of all time.
That was
made
fun.
Me happy.
Mm-hmm.
But
What was the movie called? Do y'all remember?
Oh,
what Pinky
Stormy with a Chance of Pudding? It was something.
The sign-
It was Stormy with something. I don't know.
With pudding.
Yeah.
With chocolate pudding.
But again, the best part was
The
Mink
Mink.
Glam coming into it.
Yep.
No offense to Sunset Shimmer, but if it wasn't for Glim and Glam, I don't think I would remember anything from the specials other than the music video.
Yeah.
Well, Sunset being ponyfied.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. She would have been ponified if they didn't decide not to have Glim and Glam in there at all. Then I doubt she would have gone to the pony world.
Well,
Like, that was one thing I was hoping for. Shut up, Tibbs. Anyways, that's the one thing I was hoping for was we kind of get that lost movie plot for Friendship Games, where she's kind of doubting where, I don't think I belong here.
that's why it got cut, is because they felt like those two are so big that they can't fit it into one movie. So that's why they cut that B-side movie.
Yeah, which is a real shame because I thought that would have made Friendship Games probably better than Rainbow Rocks for me.
I
What?
thought so too.
Oh, had they
done that? Yeah.
Okay, so since we've been talking about this, here's something that's kind of interesting. I think with these specials, it expresses what is a bit of a weakness for Equestria Girls, at least to me, is one of the things that makes Pony so great is it's so good when it's just a 22-minute thing. Like, if there were movies of it, I don't think we'd have complaints, but with Equestria Girls...
Technically, with the season premieres and season enders we've gotten, they're pretty much like a mini-movie, kind of like what Equestria Girls is.
Well, my question to you is, do you think it's because Equestria Girls, specifically Equestria Girls, is not, for lack of a better phrase, strong enough to be able to just have...
No, I honestly think it could be strong enough, but the problem is we've had 4 quote-unquote movies that have gotten us used to getting an hour-long story.
Well, yeah, that's
and
why...
all of a sudden breaking up into 22-minute episodes. I think it's strong enough to be put into its own series of 22-minute episodes.
Okay.
But not when you don't have a clear picture of what the story's going to be. Like, since there's only 3 episodes and it kind of like had a little arc to it, them trying to save Everfree even though they got all the money and all that. And then doing the movie thing because they saved Everfree and all that. And the third one was the consequences of getting Juniper kicked out of the movie set and all that. It had that overarching arc of all that, but it's only 3 episodes. Like, if they would have had 26 episodes, I think it would have been a lot better.
That whole... everything...
No, not all 3... Not like those 3 arcs put into
Are the
26.
season.
What I'm saying is, like, if they had their own plot they came up with, Even if a bunch of them are slice of life episodes, which is Pony, which is the Pony structure and all that, I think it would be much better if they were playing for 26 episodes. For 3 episodes, not so much.
Okay. Well, it's just, and we talked about that earlier, is we're so used to having Equestria Girls just be its own standalone movie. Like, anywhere between an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and 45 minutes. Just something like that. We got 4 movies to go off of, a 5th one on the way.
Wait, is the 5th one confirmed?
I don't think it's confirmed, but I don't see why they wouldn't.
Well, honestly, I think they were mostly testing the waters with this to see if they could do a series.
I don't know. I think I saw something very brief that they were talking about a 5th movie, but I don't know. I might have just glossed over it, but if I did, it was a while back, so don't hold me to that.
Again, I would love to see a series of Equestria Girls. I really would. I like the Equestria Girls world. Because Equestria Girls hold a special place in my heart because it's what's helped get me back into ponies.
I can respect that.
Right.
And
it's like the bridge between the two.
Well, I mean, I've said in a past episode, it's like I'm not as, like, out of the 4 of us, I'm probably the least most enthusiastic about Equestria Girls. That doesn't mean I don't like it. It's just I get way more hype for Pony. You guys know that. But
No.
I know.
What?
I'll give you guys a moment or two to pick your jaws off of the ground. There you go. Good job.
Good job, buddy.
But yeah, I think all 3 of the episodes, like all 3 of the specials, dance, movie, and mirror magic, they all had moments in them that were enjoyable. Yeah, the music video for Dance Magic was pretty good, and even before then, Dance Magic had some scenes. I was like, okay, I like this, but just as a whole, it just didn't have the same kind of punch that an MLP episode has for me. It was just kind of, it's here, I'm watching it.
I don't know. Like, again, that whole scene between Gummy Glam and Shimmy Sham.
No, I said
that whole thing.
No, that's absolutely an exception to that.
Oh, I know. Let me finish talking. Okay, I'm done. Okay, but in all seriousness, like, that's what had the most punch.
Because we knew it was
all of it.
We knew it was coming.
Not everyone knew it was coming.
Fair.
Even, like, the hardcore people that avoid every single spoiler. Like, I know a lot of my friends that avoided those spoilers thought that the pictures they saw were photoshopped.
Mm-hmm.
And they were very adamant about that because, like, look at the shitty craftsmanship on this picture. I was like, oh boy. I can't wait.
Let them live in blissful ignorance.
Yeah. But, like, that was the best part.
No, I don't think there's going to be any dispute about that.
And
did you see how cute Starlight was?
Yeah.
Yes.
Clayton didn't, though.
No, he didn't.
No.
He hated that part.
Uh-huh.
Especially the Starlight part.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a bigger Starlight fan than he is.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Okay.
But,
so, what pony is that on your shirt?
This is a Trixie.
That's Blue Starlight.
But, that's one thing of the Equestria Girls specials I friggin' hated, though, was the actual part where they meet. And Sunset's like, well, I haven't seen a human version of you, so I don't think it would be a problem. When Pony Twilight and Human Twilight have met, and the world did not cease to exist.
Yeah. Because it's not time travel.
I understand it would be a big deal for you to meet yourself, but, like, the main... Well, I'll call them the main 5 of Equestria Girls. They know about the pony world. They know there's pony versions of themselves, so why not mix and match?
We kind of get that little... Because I remember in one of the other movies where they're, like, after the credits, we see, like... I don't know if it was in the movie or whatnot, but we see, like, Pony Pinkie Pie switching places.
Oh, that's in the deleted
the
scenes.
Yeah, that's what.
Well, I think, something that there was at the end of Friendship Games after the credits, Pony Twilight comes back through the portal and is like, hey guys, sorry I missed it. You know, I just had to deal with this whole thing about time travel and stuff like that, which was the season 5 finale.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, that's how they meet.
It was not?
I said that Human Twilight and Pony Twilight have met.
Was Sci-Twi in that scene?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's where they're all sitting outside of the little statue area.
Yeah.
I think Fluttershy's like braiding Twilight's hair, and that's when Pony Twilight comes out and says all that.
It's like, but hey.
And then they see each other and they gasp.
Yes. Because again, it's not time travel where if you see yourself, that creates a paradox that can destroy all of space-time continuum.
Well, that's also the thing. There's a lot of
Theories about that?
theories about parallel universes they're not supposed to meet or else bad things can happen.
Yeah.
But still, like, I understand that they don't want to cause any confusion, but still, you can have Rarity or AJ go to the Pony World and see what it's like there.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. Unless you're going to go Power Rangers, where Zoran specifically says whenever Kimberly travels back in time, too much pink power can be a bad thing. Like, literally, that's line for line that he says that, because when she goes back in time, she gives the morphers to the ancestor of her friends, having been played by the exact same actors, exact same age, and all that, but I just think that they're missing out on a lot of really cool storytelling opportunities.
Okay. That's fair.
And the other thing is, like, for a series, I don't know how they would be able to do such a big climactic ending to a season for them.
For Equestria Girls?
Yeah, like, well, now they have the superpowers, they could have more magic coming through.
Here, let me ask you this.
Let me finish this
Okay,
one.
okay.
Then. Like, with Season 7's opening, it didn't need to be a giant thing. And I feel that's the same for Equestria Girls.
Okay, so then how about this? Here's the question I was going to ask you was simple yes or no. Let's say it does get turned into its own series like that. Can you see Equestria Girls lasting more than one season?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He was asking me, Tib, shut up!
No, he wasn't.
You're right. When I was looking at Jthor, I was thinking, oh, I hope Tibor butts in. I sure hope Tibor contributes.
But I honestly do think it would last more than one season.
Okay. Do you think it would last as long as how Pony is now with 7 seasons?
Maybe not, because I think they could end it at them graduating high school. Because they're never told what grade they're in.
Yeah, Sunset could be a sophomore, Dash could be a freshman.
Honestly, I think they're all just seniors.
Possible.
Then they graduate, and the next season is them going to college. Hey!
But we all got accepted at different schools.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Hold on. There's only 2 schools in that entire... There's only 2 schools in existence. Caroline High and Crystal fucking Prep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
But honestly, if they're ever going to do the specials again, I think they need to bring their A game.
I'm about to say, so I think that's a good question to wrap this up with is like... Because it's clear as far as the specials go with the past, we're just kind of meh on them. So, Jthor, here, this applies for all of you, but what
me, mostly.
What warnings would you give them? Like, what
Have
like
a clearer arc if you're going to do 3 episodes. Like, instead of having, like, one that leads to another, like, have one overarching one.
Okay.
Because that's the thing, like, it's been proven. If you have multiple parters, people are going to tune into the next one.
Mm-hmm.
They may bitch and moan about it, but they're going to. Like, with how it was back in the original days with My Little Pony Season 1, Episode 1 and 2. You had to tune in.
That's true.
Especially when Discord showed up. You had to wait another week. You're like, son of a bitch. I can't believe they ended it like that. But I gotta tune in next week to find out what happens. Would have been the same with Canterlot Wedding, but they were little bitches and they're like, nah, we're gonna go ahead and give them both episodes that day.
Okay. No, that's a good point. I agree with that. Is have a...
Because, like, I've asked multiple people about this. Like, what do you think about the special? Like, there's, like, no overarching storyline to it. Even with ponies. The normal show, we have that. You know, it doesn't seem like it. Like, at the beginning, we get something that sets it up. Like, for Season 7, we know that, technically, Starlight has finished her friendship lessons and all that. But she doesn't feel she's ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's setting up for her still learning stuff, which you see.
Yeah.
And, of course, there's several slice of life episodes in there. There's always going to be. There's standalone episodes. But there is at least something. Like, especially with Season 6, Just at the end of the second episode, you saw that changeling flying off.
Oh yeah.
They hinted at that, and people were going batshit crazy about it. And then you get your full payload at the end of, oh shit, the chains have come back, and they actually succeeded.
Yeah. No, I like that. Those are good points. What about you guys?
What?
I have no strong feelings one way or another.
Well, I mean, it's like if they were...
Nothing neutral?
Okay, what did the specials do right?
I think they get some of those special moments right. Like, don't mean to do a pun in that, but like with Dance Magic, like there's several scenes I thoroughly enjoyed. Like it was actually a rarity episode.
Mm-hmm.
But like her realizing, hey, I shouldn't tell everyone my ideas because they can steal it, and then she truly feels for them whenever they're like, yeah, we got the dancing, but we don't have the music. It was very cliched what they did,
Mm-hmm.
but still, I thought it was heartfelt that Rarity was listening in and then chimed in and then came up with a compromise.
Okay. I think...
And, like, especially what they got right was Glammy Glamming Shim Sham.
I think that's, you're kind of touching on that, is like what they need to do if they come back to the specials is they need to make these enjoyable episodes, not enjoyable moments.
Yeah.
Because they did have, like, all three of them did have good moments in them, but we need more than just moments, or else these are going to be pretty forgettable.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
here's the thing is, I'm going to use Mirror Magic as an example, where everyone is going to remember the scene where Starlight and Sunset finally meet in the Pony World. But they, after, like, let's say 3 years from now, they're going to remember that scene. But aside from that, they can't tell you a damn thing else from that
The
episode.
ice cream scoops falling.
Okay, fine. They might remember that because it was meme worthy. But
And then also they'll probably remember Juniper Montage just because she was bad, but that's 3 moments out of a 22-minute episode.
fine. But like the main, like when someone mentions Mirror Magic, you're either gonna get one of two responses. They're not gonna remember it at all, or they're gonna remember the one scene of of Starlight and Sunset meeting. That's what they're gonna remember.
Just like with Dance Magic, they're only going to remember the song.
Yeah.
With
Movie Magic.
Movie Magic, probably just Power Ponies.
Yeah. That sounds about right. So,
The fact that it's about Daring Do.
and the fact that it's about Daring Do, yes.
Honestly, I kind of forgot about that.
I forgot that she was in that.
Daring wasn't, but...
But basically, like, the movie is based off of Daring Do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you most remember the Power Pony stuff. Because that's some you saw back in Season 4.
Yeah.
And so...
And ever since then, the Power Ponies have made more than one appearance back, because they were in Power Ponies, and they were also in Do Princesses Dream of Magic Sheep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see that it's callbacks that have impact, because people like the Power Ponies. People like the Power Ponies, and I mean, there's even been songs in the fandom like "Power Ponies Go."
What?
It's a song in the fandom. It's a good one, but
Please tell me it's not like Power Rangers.
no.
Though that'd be awesome.
No, it's... So, anyways. Yeah, I can see that. Turn moments into episodes. Like, turn good moments into good episodes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's like, these weren't bad. They didn't suck. It's just they needed more to them.
Like Jetso said, they were testing the waters.
That's fair.
Yeah, because before we got hour-long stuff, and most of it was very enjoyable, for better or worse. But with this, you just have a few moments in between these episodes that are like 22 minutes. Not that rememberable.
Okay.
Which is a real shame, because I honestly went into Mirror Magic thinking that it was going to be completely different. Well, because like whenever I first read that synopsis, not the bad one, the actual translated one,
Yeah.
it sounded like Juniper Montage was going to make the others disappear. Sunset comes back, and Sunset and Starlight versus Juniper.
Yeah.
I would have loved that.
That would have been amazing, but it was nice that Glimmy Glam got the spotlight for that.
And we'll definitely see her again in Equestria Girls. So that makes me happy.
I certainly hope so.
I don't see.
We'll see.
Hey, let me put it to you this way. I don't see why you wouldn't. How about that?
Kelly's just gonna be like, nah, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, Miss Sheridan. We'll never make you do that again.
Okay. Well, I think that's I think this is a good stopping point for us. What do you guys?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So we draw closer and closer to the countdown of BronyCon.
Well, I mean, the countdown.
Well, you know what I mean. The
Sorry.
countdown draws closer and closer. There we go.
There you go.
So definitely looking forward to that. I'm still working on my EP. See how that goes. I've had a change of plans with it. I want to instead of having it done before BronyCon, I want to have it done and put it out at Nightmare Nights because I think that's going to be because Luck just got done doing that with his EP at TrotCon, which was a couple of weeks ago, and that went really well. And I kind of want to do that for Nightmare Nights because that's our home con.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. So until next time, I'm Do the Daring Do.
I'm Trixie.
I'm Tibor.
And I am JThor.
Cheers. All right. Good night, everybody.
Also known as JWhoof.
We.